What's up, everybody? It's your girl Vicky Duchess, and welcome back to the Chron. I had to go ahead and hop on this Chronicle today and let y'all know you gotta give props where props are due, okay? When props are due, you gotta make sure you give the props. And so today, I'm giving props to people who have been needing to be able to get some props for a while, but ain't been able to hold the ball at all. In this category, I'm going to give the props to BET. The BET Hip Hop Awards last night. I'm going to give y'all the biggest stamp of Duchess approval, the biggest kudos for last night's show. I do have to say that I commend BET because, one, you guys have created your own award show. And I remember the first BET Awards, and it was not that long ago, but I was younger, but I remember the first BET Awards, and they kind of came about because there wasn't enough fair acknowledgement for black music. And then the creation of the Hip Hop Awards, the Hip Hop Awards, especially honoring hip hop, honoring this whole genre of music that the other award shows, Grammys, things like that, music award shows, they tend to overlook, or it gets watered down in the realm of everyone else. And you have the American Country Music Awards and stuff like that that honors that genre. And so I commend BET for stepping out and creating an award show for the black culture, for the culture. Do it for the people, right? But even though it was great that they were doing it, it's been so horrible for so long. I'm ashamed to say it, but most times I don't even watch it because it's just painful, I'm not a huge award show watcher anyway. I don't watch the Oscars, I don't watch the Emmys, and I don't watch half of them anyway, because award shows to me are nice for the people who are in the industry. And like I've said in previous videos before, I'm not really a fan of anybody, so I can't get too hype about someone winning an award. I appreciate what they do for the culture. I appreciate what they do. I appreciate their artistry. I appreciate the work, the drive, the humanitarianism and everything that people might do for someone to earn and win an award. I appreciate all of that. However, watching an award show is a bit rough for me at times. And so I don't normally watch any award show, but I made it my business to watch BET Award Show last night, which even if I didn't make it my business to watch it, BET had pretty much forced my hand because they were on like every network last night. All the shows were shut down. I was looking to see the new episode of Housewives of Potomac. Of course, that was shut down. But Bravo always supports VH1 and BET, and so whenever they have award shows and things going on those channels, if you've ever paid attention, the Housewives or whatever is supposed to be playing that night normally gets shut down. So I was not shocked. It did remind me that the awards were on when 9 o'clock hit, and when 8 o'clock hit and it wasn't a new episode of Potomac on. I was like, oh shoot, let me turn over to BET because the BET Awards are coming on. So I'm happy that I tuned in. I enjoyed it. I watched the whole thing. I have not watched an entire award show of anything ever, probably. Yeah, I watched the whole thing from start to finish. I didn't miss a beat. I got my daughter ready for bed in the commercial breaks. I was on it. I was on it, okay? So BET, once again, shout out to you. Now, of course, there were some things that made this year's show so much more interesting than your average show. First off, when it got released, who was nominated for the best female hip-hop artist, of course that sent everyone's ears to the radars came on, like, okay, you got Cardi B, Remy Ma, and Nicki Minaj in the same category, but then let's also throw in Missy Elliott, who is a legend. Like, come on, like, shade BET, but it worked. We tuned in, girl. We tuned in. I see you, okay? We see what you're doing over there. We see you working. You playing on that. There's a couple other shout outs I want to give. That was just like, yo, I was on Twitter tweeting the whole night, and I'm not even a huge tweeter, but if you don't follow me on Twitter, go ahead and do that. It's Vicky Dutchess, just like it's spelled on this channel. Same thing on Snapchat and Instagram. Go ahead and follow your girl on social media. But I was on a Twitter storm last night because I was so hyped up, so amped up. I loved Leslie as the host. I don't care what nobody got to say. I think she was a great host. They talking about she yelled. I yelled too, clearly. But I mean, I didn't see anything wrong with her. I thought that she was funny. She had me cracking up. She was, you know, she was herself, and you could tell that she wasn't trying to pretend and try to class it up or whatever somebody might have wanted her to do for this role. Like, she did that, okay? And I felt like she did a great job, a phenomenal job. I would not mind seeing her again next year. Of course, you could tell she was nervous. This is a new platform for her. I'm sure hosting a show like that could be extremely nerve-wracking. It's not going on for a 20-minute set telling some jokes or doing a song. Like, no, you're up here hosting an award show, and this is probably the first time that you've had a platform with this many people watching you at one time for such a long period of time. So for the people who was coming for her, calling her a man, cracking all these jokes, like jumping on her look, dust to you, because that girl didn't make herself. First of all, I think she's beautiful. I think how she looked, and the way they styled her last night, I think she looked amazing. And when the bitch said she was 50 years old, I want to see what some of you bum bees look like when y'all about to be 50, okay? Talk about her being tall all you want to. Talk about her build being strong. Check your build, okay? Is your build a bot build, or is your build natural? Does your build come from Mama or Mattel? Let me know, because everybody wanted to hop on Leslie's look. Like, the girl, first off, she didn't pick her body or her face, but she working with it very well. And I can't stand people who be body shaming or calling folks ugly because they don't look like a Kardashian, or because they don't look like, I don't know, one of them chicks off of the Fashion Nova website. Like, everybody don't want to look like that. She's beautiful, she's confident, and she's comfortable in her own skin. So everybody that was trying to shame Leslie, talking about she was a man, dust to you, okay? But moving right along, she did a great job. So kudos to you, Leslie. I have not followed your career a whole lot, but you are hilarious. You cracked me up, and I thought you did a great job as a host. I saw that, what's his name, Offset from Migos, he performed like 3 times. Everybody's sleeping. They're not sleeping on him, but he was probably the hardest working person after Leslie last night, because this dude was in like 3 sets. Like, that shows your work ethic and how much work you have put in this year. And I think it's amazing that you can be a part of a group and still manage to have your own things going on, popping off. Amigos, I don't want to tell you to be the Beyonce Amigos and break off, but honey, you might need to break off, because clearly your work ethic is on a higher level than theirs, 1, but 2, you are the cutest one, and 3, you dating Karuchi, and 4, yo boys is drama. Did y'all hear about them getting into it with Joe Budden in their interview after the show was over? If you haven't YouTube it, it'll pop up. Basically, Joe Budden's new show, whatever show he's on, he's on a show now, and he interviews people, and they interviewed the Migos, and basically it went ugly. It went ugly. Offset and Takeoff, like, Migos, y'all are a great group. Clearly you won best group, but it's like Offset might have a different I'm sorry, I get their names all mixed up, but it's 2 chocolate ones and the light skin one. The light skin one was putting in the work last night. Offset, Takeoff. I can't keep them names together. They're the Migos, but you know, the light skin Migo, the light skin friend, he putting in work, and the other 2 might be holding him back just a little bit. I mean, they can all rap, they're all pretty talented, but I just think that the light skin one is probably doing his thing a little more harder. And if anyone was to break off to a solo career, it would definitely be him, and I would definitely be in full support of that. Okay, I thought all the performances were great. My least favorite performance of the night was definitely Big Sean. First off, I'm gonna need you to stop. I need the Beehive to get on Big Sean. I'm gonna need you not to bite Beyonce and her video background dancers, okay? She's the only person who can successfully not pay for background dancers and still have a whole tribe of people behind her. They just look all like her because it is her, and she done pre-recorded her performance and can dance to the T in front of the TV screen and make it look like it's all happening right there. Beyonce the only one who could do that. Clearly you proved that last night, Big Sean. That was a big fail. Your performance was low energy, and I really don't know why they had you up there. But maybe if everyone else's performance hadn't been so great, maybe yours would have seemed a little more better. But because everybody else was so good, like, it's almost like you should have went to the dress rehearsal and saw what everybody else was doing and then went back and got with your team and tried again, because that was no. Did y'all see Mary J. Blige looking like a snack though? I mean, looking like a two-piece Debbie cake. Okay, Mary. That's that. I'm single again. I'm single again. That's that single again. Snap back. That outfit was popping. That body was popping. Them hips was popping. And guess what? She ain't had to have 10,000 surgeries to do it, girl. You look good. You was looking like a snack. I don't even like girls, but I was like, okay, Mary. I was looking. I looked. Because she looked good. Who else was looking good last night? Everybody was rocking blonde hair. I saw that a lot on Twitter. Everybody wanted to be blonde, but the most infamous blonde of the night had to go. That award goes to Tamar Braxton, and guess what? The MVP award goes to whoever glued Tamar Braxton's wig down, because if she would have whipped her neck one more time, I was just in fear. I was by the TV screen like, ooh, wig don't come off. Ooh, wig don't come off. Ooh, wig, please come off. Because I would have died laughing. That would have been so funny. But you could tell she was confident whipping that hair like that, because she knew that thing was glued down, slave bladed, and fried and dyed, and she knew it wasn't going nowhere, honey, because she had them edges, them parts, them curls, them everything. Everything was glued, laid, and slandered, okay? Wasn't nothing popping or coming up off of that in no time soon, okay? So the MVP award goes to whoever did Tamar Braxton's hair last night. Whoever you are, please hit down below in my comments. Let me know, because that's why I need to go get my lace fronts done. That was a good job. Okay, so yeah, her wig stole the show. Because of her wig outshined her performance, and I love that song. But her wig outshined her performance. I had a debate with one of my friends on Twitter because she was like, she liked how dramatic Tamar was being in the video. No, boo. That's too much. That's too much. The song is already powerful. Your voice is powerful. The song is powerful. Above and beyond, and not in a good way. Above and beyond, and not in a good way. And I like Tamar, but she is one of those people who is dehydrated for attention, okay? She ain't just thirsty. She is dehydrated for attention. And that was a bit much for me. It took away, it was distracting from the song, because I was too busy laughing at you to focus on the fact that your song was so great. It was just a distraction. Tamar, like, scale it back about 5 notches. Just scale it back. Just about 5 notches. Just a little bit, girl. Just a little. Not a lot, baby girl. Just a little bit. A little dramatics and theatrics is good. That was not. Let me start driving, because I'm gonna be done sat here and talk for the next 30 minutes, and I ain't getting nothing to eat. I bet your girl is hungry today, y'all. But overall, I would have liked to see Cardi perform, but I did see her perform, and she performed the night before the BET Awards at one of the little shows she had, one of the party shows, whatever they do before the BET Awards. So she did perform. She just didn't perform at the show. Apparently Zonique, Tiny's daughter, performed as well. I have not seen that performance. I was so happy to see Escape, Shotty, the silver warrior princess. She stole the show. Nobody could see nothing but her, because she was shining from above outer space in her Starflight outfit, looking like Silver Barbie. But hey, if you like it, we might love it. I didn't, but I thought the performance was good. I thought Tiny was looking like a snack. She looked great. And I normally don't say that about her. I thought she looked wonderful. And of course, Candy looked good. Candy always looks nice. And the other lady, she looked nice too. So, you know, they was all good and popping. The New Edition reunion, the funniest shit was Bobby Brown. I'm sorry, Bobby Brown stole that from me. I was cracking up at him. And from his untimely departure to his timely re-entry, Bobby Brown, as always, as we learned from the New Edition movie, Bobby Brown loved to steal the show, and clearly not much has changed because he definitely stole the show again, and it was quite hilarious. But y'all, like I said, I just want to give a big shout out to BET. I'm not going to run down any more highlights from the show. I hope you saw it. If you haven't, don't worry. I'm sure it'll be on every 5 minutes for the next 6 months. Don't worry. Don't worry. You'll get a chance to see it. I recorded it, but I'm pretty sure I didn't need to because I'm pretty sure it's going to come on again and again and again. I'm not going to even talk about Bruno Mars. That was lackluster too, and unfortunately that was the opening of the show, but Big Sean still beats him for the worst performance. Anyway, I love you guys so much for watching. And so let's just continue to do positive things in the world. BET continue to uplift. Chance the Rapper continue to be a humanitarian. I love the messages last night. Everybody was talking about God and, you know, really showing that it's okay to have a faith and be proud to speak on your religion. I love that. That was a great message that I got from last night. So anyway, love you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Tell me about your favorite highlight from the BET Awards. Thumbs up this video and go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell notification if you've already subscribed. And I'll see you guys in another one real soon. Always be the lady of your house. Always be the Duchess. Bye, guys. Back to work I go.